Section 3.3, Example 9. About 20 years after they graduated from high school, Blake, Mariel, and Simon met in a mall. Blake had 2 daughters with him, and he said he had 3 other children at home. Determine the probability that at least one of Blake's children is a boy. At least. So we know we're going to consider some cases in this example. First of all, we're going to look at our total ways. He has 3 children at home. The first child can be a boy or girl. The second can be a boy or girl. And again, the third can be a boy or girl. There are 2 times 2 times 2. There are 8 ways. Our favorable outcomes is to have at least one of his children is a boy. We need to consider 3 cases. Case 1, he could have 1 boy, or case 2, he can have 2 boys, or case 3, he could have 3 boys. So again, of the 3 children, choosing 1, or of the 3 children, there are 2 boys, or of the 3 children, there are 3 boys. So we have 3 plus 3 plus 1. There are 7 favorable outcomes. We could also consider our favorable outcomes in a different way. We can consider our favorable outcomes as our total outcomes, subtract our unfavorable outcomes. We've already calculated that the total ways is 8. And our unfavorable outcome would be the case where there are no boys. Or in other words, all 3 children is a girl, a girl, a girl. There is only one way to have Section 3.3, Example 9. About 20 years after they graduated from high school, Blake, Mariel, and Simon met in a mall. Blake had 2 daughters with him, and he said he had 3 other children at home. Determine the probability that at least one of Blake's children is a boy. So we have the word at least. We know we have to work with cases. First of all, we're going to look at our total possible outcomes. He has 3 children at home. The first child can be a boy or a girl. There are 2 ways. The second child can be a boy or a girl. And the third child can be a boy or a girl. There are 8 possible total outcomes. Looking at our favorable outcomes, we want at least one of those children to be a boy. So case 1 is if there is exactly 1 boy, or case 2, there could be exactly 2 boys, or case 3, there could be 3 boys. All 3 children can be boys. So again, 3C1 plus 3C2 plus 3C3. There are 3 possible ways that one of those children is a boy. So the first child could be a boy, the second child could be a boy, or the third child could be a boy. 3. Similarly, for case 2, for 2 boys at home, there's 3, and there is 1 way if all 3 of the children are boys. So in total, there are 7 favorable outcomes. Another way to consider those favorable outcomes is to consider our total subtract our unfavorable. Our total outcomes, there are 8. And our unfavorable outcomes would be if there were no boys at home. That means all 3 children at home is a girl. There is only one possible way to do this. There are 7 favorable outcomes. To find our probability, we are going to just take our favorable, divide by our total. Our favorable outcomes is 7, and our total is 8. So the probability that one of Blake's children, at least one of Blake's children is a boy, is 7/8.